How do you do, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Robert, and this is Robert and Reviews. For today's video, we are going to be taking a look at a vinyl. This particular vinyl has a very, very special message, in which I'm going to go ahead and read to you guys now. Gentle listener, in today's wonderful world, murder has become so commonplace that we are a society obsessed and fascinated by it. I thought, why not make a sport of it and murder over beats? So before you jump the gun, please allow me to explain. This album was not made for the squeamish. If you are easily offended or unnerved at the screams of bloody murder, this may not be the collection for you. Certain selections have been designed to shock the conscience, which may cause positive action. Unfortunately, darkness has truly fallen upon us. So you see, murder in this instant isn't always literal nor pleasant. These bars are only meant for the sharpest knives in the drawer. For the victims of this album, may you rest peacefully. For the rest of you, please listen more closely next time. Good night. With deepest sympathy, Slim Shady, aka Eminem. In case you haven't caught on, this is a vinyl for music to be murdered by the one and only Eminem. Let's get started. Alright guys, so here we have the album. This is the cover art. As you can see, it is very bloody. It has Eminem with a gun pointing at his head and a hatchet also pointing at his head. We have the album name, Music to be Murdered by. We have Slim Shady and his little mask right there. I like it, it's actually kind of cool. Of course, it says parental advisory because of course, this is not for children. Your kid listens to it, they'll probably start cussing and it's probably gonna piss you off. So we go ahead and go onto the back here and we see Eminem there pretending that he doesn't know what's going on, even though he probably just murdered somebody with that hatchet or with that gun. We have here that it was produced by Dr. Dre and Eminem, so that's really awesome to see. We have the track listing here, and then over here we have the little message that I went ahead and read to you guys in the very beginning. So front and the back, it's pretty straightforward, normal stuff. So let's go ahead and open this up and see what it looks like from the inside because I have no idea. So pretty easy, just do that thing. Here we go. Bunch of plastic. Gonna get rid of that. So we open this up. We have a bunch of pictures of Eminem here, dressed up the way that he dressed up for the album, it seems. And here we have, not sure what that is. I believe that is the credits to all of the people that were featured on the album. Yep, that's definitely what it is. And then of course, again here, Music to be Murdered by. Pretty neat stuff. And over here on the side, we got the vinyl, right? I think there's something else over here on the other side. Oh, another vinyl. Okay, so now we saw that. Let's go ahead and take out the vinyl if I can. Oops. Right. So we have the E with the knife right in the middle of it. Pretty cool stuff. Then we go ahead and take out the vinyl. Ooh, that's kind of cool. We have the blood splatter. This is side B. Then we have side A. Pretty cool design for the vinyl. I didn't think it was gonna be like this. It's actually pretty awesome. Of course, this is a limited edition one, so I believe that for those that did not pre-order the album, probably are just gonna get the regular black vinyl. But that's pretty cool. For those of you that did end up pre-ordering it, that's what you're gonna be expecting. Of course, if you haven't gotten it yet. And then we have another one over here on the right side, which I'm taking out right now. See, same thing in the middle. Eminem logo with the knife going right across the E. Let's go ahead and take that out. It's basically the same thing. So, you have this here, and you're just going to flip it around so that way it's proper. There you go. Side C. And then we have side D. Pretty awesome stuff. I think this is actually much more detailed than any other vinyl that I actually own. So this is actually pretty awesome. So yeah, that about does it as far as the unboxing goes. That's pretty much what we got as far as these vinyl here. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool how we have like these images of Eminem, the way that he dressed up to promote his album with a suit, with guns. And then of course over here, like I said, we have the credits for the album, who was featured. You have again the little mask, the little Slim Shady mask. It's actually pretty cool. And then we have him here with his signature hat with a hoodie on. And I don't know, can't really see if there's like any kind of drawing of his beard. But of course we do show him here with his beard. So yeah guys, that about does it for the unboxing. And let's go ahead and talk about the album now. So first of all, for Music to Be Murdered By, I can definitely say that this surpassed expectations in comparison to what we got with Kamikaze when he just dropped it out of nowhere. He did the exact same thing with this particular album and he just dropped it out of nowhere. So I'm not gonna lie, I kind of was expecting for an album to come out, but I was not expecting it to drop so soon. It really did catch me by surprise because I remember I was just on my phone. And then I got a notification on my phone for the video Darkness. And then I ended up finding out that he just dropped an album, which was this one. So of course, this album is in no way new. It's been a couple of months since it has been out. The thing is that the vinyl did take some time for it to be produced and for it to actually, arrive to people. So first of all, I would like to say that I am very grateful about the fact that this album is not produced by Rick Rubin. Don't get me wrong, Rick Rubin has some good production in other albums, but the thing is that when it came down to Revival and Marshall Mathers LP2, he would use a lot of sampling of a lot of rock songs that are widely known. While it was cool at first, when I heard it being constantly used in Revival, I wasn't such a huge fan. I really wish it could have been so much better, but it is what it is. And at least we have Dr. Dre and Eminem both producing this album, and I gotta say, awesome. So for the songs that really stand out for me in this album, one of them being, I'm gonna go ahead and go in order, is You Will Learn. Royce da 5'9" is definitely one of those features that I always enjoy. I enjoyed him ever since he came out for the first time on Eminem's Slim Shady LP album with Bad Meets Evil. He comes in hard on this song and it's just awesome. One of the things that I really like about this song too is that when Eminem comes in on the verse, it's this thing happens where the beat just switches up and it starts becoming a little bit more menacing, a bit creepier. So it's got that element to Eminem being featured on a song where the tempo or the beat just completely changes and it's just awesome. Another song where I could say that you see this happening in would be like No Favors from Big Sean featuring Eminem. When Eminem comes in, the beat just completely changes and it's just awesome. Same thing goes for Medicine Man on Dr. Dre's Compton album. Same thing happens where the beat just switches up for Eminem and it's just awesome. Next song, this one stands out to me because I really hate it. It's one of my least favorite songs. It's really annoying and I always skip it every time that I hear it. Those Kind of Nights featuring Ed Sheeran. It's just terrible. I hate the chorus. And I really wish it didn't exist in this album. That's all I gotta say about it. In Too Deep. In Too Deep is another song that really stands out to me because it's kind of like a more lovey-dovey song. It's kind of like in terms of a relationship that didn't work out. So the partners went their separate ways and then they found somebody else. But when they're with that person, they realize that they missed the other person. And yeah, that whole dilemma. So, if you're one of those people that gets the feels very easily, yeah, good luck with this one. So the next song after this one is Godzilla, which is a very widely praised song from this whole album. Godzilla is an insane song. It's fast-paced. It's even accompanied by a video that I recently saw, and that video is just awesome. I love it. It is featuring the late Juice WRLD, which we all know what did end up happening to him. May he rest in peace. He really did have talent. And sad to see that he wasn't able to be on the video due to the fact that he ended up passing away. Nonetheless though, his memory lives on through this song, and he did awesome doing the chorus for this particular song. Another thing that really stands out about this song is that Eminem comes in with a really, really fast verse towards the end of the song, and then he cuts himself off with "Look What I'm Planning," you know, where he kind of parodies what Chris D'Elia parodied him at. So it's weird because it carries on from where he made that video, and then Logic did a song for Homicide featuring Eminem, which has Eminem, it has Chris D'Elia's little clip of what he mocked Eminem in, and then we have him here on this one just kind of saying, "Look what I'm planning." So that was pretty cool. Darkness was accompanied by a video when it was first, when the album was first released, and it's one of the videos that really shocked a lot of people because it has to do with gun control and all that stuff. It depicted the shootings that ended up happening in Las Vegas, and it's a really nerve-wracking video. If you're sensitive to that stuff, I really don't recommend you watch that video. And hearing the song, if you pay attention to the lyric, it might also trigger you, so viewer discretion is advised for this one. Be careful when listening to it if you are sensitive to that type of stuff. So then after that, we go into Ya Ya, which is a very fast-paced song. It is also featuring Royce da 5'9", and this one stands out to me especially because, you know, again, Royce da 5'9", and this one actually has a element to it where it's like Slaughterhouse, and they actually do say Slaughterhouse a couple of times, saying, "Because we're from Slaughterhouse, better check yourself," like blah 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 said before you wreck yourself, that type of stuff. And I love it because, don't get me wrong, even though the Slaughterhouse album was not very great, I still did enjoy it. So when it comes down to little things that include Slaughterhouse, I actually do seem to enjoy it. So Ya Ya is definitely a really good song. Stepdad is another song that really stands out because that one was just, it was unexpected. And it just talks about how much Eminem hates his stepdad. He's pissed, he hates him, and yeah, he just wants to kill him apparently. I almost forgot, Leaving Heaven featuring Skylar Grey. Skylar Grey does awesome when it comes down to her doing the choruses for her songs, or for the songs that he does for Eminem. And this one especially stands out because he talks about, you know, his dad had passed away last year, I believe. And here he says that he doesn't understand how his father kind of like, I guess said that he was proud of him, and even though he didn't know him and he kind of abandoned him when he was a child. So this one, it might have really hit Eminem and like really hit him when he made it, because he is just pissed in this song. Skylar Grey helps out with her chorus, and it's just an awesome song. Definitely recommend it. Little Engine. Little Engine is a very humorous song. I actually find it very funny because out of all the choruses that Eminem has done, this is the goofiest one. And it's just an amazing song. It's very fast-paced, and yeah, it's just really weird. But it's that goofy Eminem. It's that side of Slim Shady that just likes to mess around from time to time. Of course, we don't talk about. We're gonna talk about a chorus that was very goofy. We're gonna talk about Fack, which was featured on Eminem's Curtain Call album. Very goofy, really disturbing. Slim Shady, everyone. So, as far as this album goes, I love it. It's an awesome album. I have no complaints for it whatsoever. The only complaint that I have about this album is Those Kind of Nights. That song just really sucks. It's a song that I will always skip anytime that it comes on. If I'm listening to it with my friends, yeah, you bet I'm gonna skip it or ask them to skip it because that song is just bad. But overall, guys, the album is awesome. You should definitely give it a listen, and let me know what you think. But do keep in mind though, I was lucky enough to survive at the end of this album. This album was meant to be listened to while you are being done in. So, if you hear this album and you survive, better luck next time. For those of you that die in the process of listening to this album, may you rest in peace. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.